Sola Scriptura, everyone. This is His Word only. We're going to start in the book of Jasher, chapter 4, verses 16 through 18. Now, I took off the webcam so you guys can see this. I'm going to do this more often. But anyways, verse 16. And all the sons of men departed from the ways of the Lord in those days, as they multiplied upon the face of the earth, with sons and daughters. And they taught one another their evil practices, and they continued sinning against the Lord. And every man made unto himself a god, and they robbed and plundered every man his neighbor, as well as his relative. And they corrupted the earth, and the earth was filled with violence. And their judges and rulers went to the daughters of men. This is the principalities, right? And the sons of God in Genesis 6, right? And they took their wives by force from their husbands according to their choice. And the sons of men in those days took from, ready, the cattle of the earth. This is Minotaurs, right? The half man, half cattle. Let's keep going. The beasts of the field and the fowls of the air. And taught the mixture of animals of one species with the other, in order therewith to provoke the Lord. And God saw the whole earth, and it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted its ways upon the earth, all men and animals. You see how it wasn't just, people having too much to drink and plundering and whatever. It wasn't just that. They were literally mixing humans and animals together. And quite interesting that we have in the days of Noah. Hold on. Here we have Matthew 24:37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. And what was going on in his day? The sons of God came down and mated with women. And then they also taught, the mixtures of species. And then men started doing this, right? Making their, genetics resources and buildings and stuff. Who knows what was going on, right? But it's quite interesting. But let's get into this. The Minotaurs. This is Greek mythology here, by the way. This is from the Britannica.com. In Greek mythology, a fabulous monster of Crete that had the body of a man and the head of a bull, the mixture of species. It was the offspring of Pasiphae and the wife of Minos, and a snow-white bull sent to Minos by the god Poseidon for a sacrifice. Minos, instead of sacrificing it, kept it alive. Poseidon, as a punishment, made Pasiphae fall in love with it. Her child by the bull was shut up in the labyrinth created for Minos by Daedalus. So, if you ever hear the tale, the labyrinth, this is what it's talking about. Okay. That's the story of the Minotaur. And as you can see, at least they had it, right? And then they're also in a couple of others, right? So let's get a feeling for what they look like, right? Not exactly, maybe, but pretty close to it. Here's this one. Human, bull. This one's more of a fantastical one. Oh yeah, this is Guild Wars 2 one. Okay. This is in a video game called Skyrim, I think. Yep. There you guys go. That's a big one. So now you guys get a feeling of what they look like. Now let's go to Moloch. See what the Bible has to say about this. But ye have borne the tabernacle of your Moloch, enshrine your images, the star of your God, which ye made to yourselves. So real quick, meaning occurs only in Amos 5:26. A shrine. Okay, the translated word by Raphan. Okay, Remphan became corrupted into Raphan, as used by Stephen Acts 7:43 in Raphan. Probably the planet Saturn, as indeed by the name. Astrologies represented this planet as baleful in its influences, and hence the Phoenicians offered to it human sacrifices, especially children. This is what I want you to pay attention to as well. Because if you look, oops, that's not the one I wanted. Yeah. Like here's the New Testament version of this, right? Yea, you took up the tabernacle of Moloch, and the star of your god, Raphan. It says Ramphan, but I guess it's Raphan. Figures which ye made to worship them, and I will carry you away beyond Babylon. So, oops. No, that was right. No, it wasn't. Hold on. Okay, there it is. So, here is the star of Raphan. I wonder where I've seen that one before. Not gonna say anything. And just know I'm not anti-Semitic, okay? But it's right there, right in front of your face. Why do they have this? Why is this representation of Israel today, right? If they're of God, why is the star of Raphan on their flag and on all their stuff? So, if you're a Hebrew rooter out there and you got a nice little prayer shawl with the Star of David on it, you might want to throw that in the trash. Just saying. Don't mean that disrespectful, but if look to your right of the screen, right here. Like, well, what am I supposed to do with that? Keep supporting it after I know that and not say anything? I used to be a Hebrew rooter myself. Okay, so trust me, I've been through the shebang, I guess, if you want to say that, lack of a better term. But I've been through it. I know the appeal of it, right? But this is where it leads to. you know, there's a balance between, you know, Jesus Christ and the law, right? It's keep the commandments of Jesus, or Jesus, God, right? Keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus Christ, right? But, anyways, I digress. Got too much of a tangent there. Just know, if you want to keep buying this stuff, this is probably what you're supporting. But it's right there, guys. They took it up, and it's right there in the New Testament, right? They took up the tabernacle of Moloch and the star of your god, Raphan. But anyways, so this is Moloch, but we already pretty much went through that. Cow-human hybrids. And I have been through, Moloch. So if you want to watch that, I'll put that in oh my goodness, the cards. Sorry, I'm tired, guys. I apologize. Anyways, this is from Eugene M. McCarthy, PhD, genetics. So let's see if we can actually find this guy real quick. Probably should have done this. Okay. The hybrid hypothesis context. Eugene M. McCarthy. Okay. Hold on. Hybridization among animals, that is the question. Yeah, okay. Seems to be legit. University of Georgia. But anyways, now that we got that out of the way. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. Okay. Cow-human hybrids have been the subject of mythology and religious awe since the most ancient times. The best known example is that of the Minotaur of Greek legend. In that story, Minos the king. We already went through that. Okay. So, there's kind of the depiction of the labyrinth, right? Okay. Let's see, where was it that I wanted to get to? Okay. Yeah, here's all these coins about the Minotaur, right? Man face. Here's one with the man face. A cow with the man face. That's interesting. Okay, many silver tetrox. I don't even know how you say that. Tetrodrex Ricums, Trajecricums, Tetradrochrums, I guess. My goodness. Okay, such as those shown at right, were issued by the city of Gela during the 5th century BCE. Stamped with an image of a cow-human hybrid, they honored the river god Gelus, from whom the city was named. So there's those. Okay. One story told by, where is it? Hold on, guys. Maybe. So, oh wait, okay. I was in the right spot. Okay, it's so old as occupy the boundary region between history and myth. Gerard was Anglo-Norman historian who, as royal clerk to King Henry II of England, traveled widely and wrote extensively on Henry's realm. Edward Augustus Freeman described him as one of the most learned of men of learned age. In his account of Ireland, Gerard tells of a cow-human hybrid. So this is after Jesus, by the way. Hybrid that he claims dine on a regular basis with the Norman lords at Wicklow Castle. See also, blah, blah, blah. Okay, Gerard gave his account of this creature the title of a man half bull and bull half man. Near Wicklow at the time when Maurice Fitzgerald first gained lordship, there was seen a human prodigy, if indeed it is correct to say human, for while the creature had a human body, his extremities were those of a cow. To the joints which normally connect the hands and the arms, and the feet to the calves, were instead attached to the hooves of an ox. His head was bald, except for a few patches of down in a place of ordinary hair. The eyes were large, cow-like in their roundness and color. The face below was flat, merely 2 nostrils, with no protruding nose. He spoke no words, and his voice was like that of a cow. I mean, Makes sense. But anyways, long an attendant of Maurice's court, he came every day to meals, and what he was given to eat, he grippled in the cleft of his hooves, which served him as hands, and so conveyed it to his mouth. However, because the English nobles of the castle often mocked the Irish for getting such things on cattle, they at last, in their malice and spite, waylaid and killed him, which he little deserved, for shortly before the English arrived on that island, a cow had birthed this man calf in the mountains of Glendalough. It always seems to kind of happen. Thus, you might well suppose that a man half bull and a bull half man had been created once again. Once again. Did you see that? But anyways, for almost a year he remained with cattle, following and nursing his mother. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Anyways, like, look at this, guys. Something was going on here, right? Something is going on. Let's keep going with Moloch. See what I mean? How it's Moleck or Mlock? But here's some more verses about this. But this gets more into the child sacrifice, right? I probably shouldn't say that word, but you know, the passing of the fire. Let's just say that, right? Anyways, 2 Kings 23:10. And he defiled Topeth, which in the valley of the children of Hinnom, that no man make his son or his daughter to pass through the fire of Moloch, or to Moloch. A lot of these, you're going to see Nephilim stuff has to do with children, too. Human children, you know. And I don't mean just in that connotation, but they would literally, feast on them, basically. Anyways, it's quite gross. When you look into this stuff, man, it gets dark, let me tell you. Anyways, Leviticus 24. And the people of the land do any ways hide their eyes from the man when he giveth of his seed unto Moloch, and kill him not. 1 Kings 11:7. Then did Solomon build a high place for Shamash, the abomination of Moab, in the hill that is before Jerusalem, and for Moloch, the abomination of the children of Ammon. Leviticus 20:3. And I will set my face against that man, and will cut him off from among his people, because he hath given his seed unto Moloch, to defile my sanctuary, and profane my holy name. Seems like God doesn't like Moloch too much. But anyways, Leviticus 18:21. And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Moloch, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God. I am the Lord. So, let's go back to this. How many people are passing their kids to Moloch? Right? Getting their stuff here, buying this, and all that stuff. It says here, but ye have borne the tabernacle of Moloch, and Shuin, your images, the star of your God, which ye made to yourselves. Just saying. Something to think about. Anyways, Revelation 20:15. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. Oops, I was supposed to read this whole thing. Sorry guys, I'm tired. Okay, Revelation 20:12-15. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before God, Amen. And the books were opened, and another book was opened, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books, according to their works. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them. It's quite interesting. We learned who death and hell was in the Raphaim one, right? But it seems like that delivered up the dead which were in them. Quite interesting there, because you're going to see why that's interesting. But anyway, and they were judged, every man according to their works, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. I mean, if hell was just a place, you know, in the earth, you just cast out all the beings that were in there that were defiling it, But it's saying here, death and hell, to me, this is my opinion, they're entities, right? But anyways, that have, you know, people living inside them, probably. Who knows what the heck, what's going on there. I'm not even going to try to even talk about it, because I don't know. Anyways, guys, that's the Minotaurs. Thank you guys for watching, and you guys have a wonderful day.